today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. Bottom line, how do they get a win?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play Rivers on the football there, and it's second down.
For Mike Williams.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
Their own 16-yard
and a glance
line.
here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line.
He was brought down by Malik
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago.
A gain of 5.
The hat trick +1. 4 trips
Jets.
to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
They run again on first down, Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Down at the 15-yard
It was
line.
Devontae Downs who made the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
Nick
so
Chubb
when
on
they're
the
that
carry.
high powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're off.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Graham Gano.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. But as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, it's Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
For the point after.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown.
Graham
and the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time.
8
You can't
yards
expect
on the
that going
pickup.
forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here.
Just about
At
every
the
quarterback is
33-yard
trained to
line.
really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DJ Chark, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're Andrew, you're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier.
Boot Hill, baby.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. When I'm watching him play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, D-line, 85.
First down, Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Check, check.
They'll run it with Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
For a Carolina Panther.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
At the
Let's just
48-yard
face it,
line.
when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Le'Veon Bell
2
on the
yards the
carry.
loss, second and 12.
He was taken down
Well, Brandon,
behind
he's
the
had
line
a
of
great day,
scrimmage.
but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And he'll
Rivers
lose
pass.
yardage on the play
Complete to
back at the
Le'Veon Bell.
45-yard line.
A loss of a
Third down,
yard.
now even
It's
tougher.
now
Third and 13
and
after that
13.
loss of a yard.
Watch the run.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for
Phillip
the sack.
Rivers.
Chase Young.
By
What a
Chase Young.
season he continues
A big
to
loss
have.
on the
His
play.
15th
Brings up
sack of the
fourth down.
campaign.
Well, someone's been up to the task so
Morstead in
far in
punt
this game.
formation.
They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Fair
A
catch
41-yard
made at the
punt there with
22-yard
no
line.
return.
The
And the
Jets
Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own
Tyreek Hill making his
22-yard
way
line.
back out towards the huddle. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With touchdown number 20
Graham
on the
Gano
year.
on
And the
for the
Jets
extra
will
point.
extend their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good
The
stats,
kick
but
is
what I've
good.
got is 5
Makes the
drives,
score
5
Jets
touchdowns,
35.
and they've got a nice,
Panthers
healthy lead.
14.
Well, after the first drive, we
Michael
thought things
Dixon
might be
set
clicking.
to- Kickoff.
They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
yes, you did, but that's okay because The guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down, he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Push him back.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The second down play. Better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 31-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. They're going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Makes
the extra point. 42. And the route is on here in this first 14. Half.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Phillip Rivers.
Chase Young. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chase Young in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. Chase Young on the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Strong right. Strong right. We got 4.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this
Graham
one.
Gano on for the extra point.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here
His
with a
kick
shorter
is
completion,
good.
this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass
Panthers,
play,
14.
got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a
Michael
play like that,
Dixon
and you
set
come
to
right
kick
back
off.
with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will not be
Panthers
returnable.
take
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Out of bounds.
Able to get 7 on that
line.
first down pass
A
play.
7-yard
Second and
pickup
3.
brings up 2nd and 3.
Mike 53.
From the gun, Rivers. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we've reached
the end of
you
the
want the
first
third
half.
quarter already?
With the score,
No problem.
Jets
Let's
49,
do it.
Panthers 14.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
There we go.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 open. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
DJ Chark with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense continues to pour it
the
on.
extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that.
is
And
good.
one play, 75
Makes the
yards
score
in zone.
Jets
Yeah,
56,
efficient, tidy, excellent
Panthers
words. How about
14.
explosive?
Michael
75
Dixon
yards,
set to
one
kick
play.
off.
That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here we go.
The
Here we go.
Panthers take over first
Here we
and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, and DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Carolina
It's a big run that time by Bell. 65 yards.
First
A
and
real
10 at
field
the
flipper there
14-yard
as all of
line.
a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he
Phillip
goes.
Rivers,
A
sacked.
good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that
Brought
huge
down
gain
back at
last
the
play.
19-yard
Coming
line.
off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of
Le'Veon
consideration.
Bell
You
on
mentioned
the
it.
carry.
All year long, he's make
made
big
at the
plays and
16-yard
continues to
line.
do so. Imagine if he has a big game here.
Brings
If
up
so,
third
he could vault
and
himself right into the
13.
number 1 spot.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check 59. Mike is 59. 59.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game. The way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
56.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal.
17.
I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception here, Rivers. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
In your face. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Here's Bell.
Drop deep, drop deep.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. 36 yards.
Touchdown.
And thanks to the
Panthers.
interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
For the point after.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right?
24.
At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3
Filet,
times. There
filet,
you go.
10 ounces.
The Jets take
16
over
ounces.
1st and 10
Fine.
at their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Tight end. Tight right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
To George Kittle.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
The
rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go. 59.
Rivers to throw it. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Come on now, let's go.
New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown,
Tyreek
New York.
Hill. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
For the extra point.
and this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their
the
back,
kick is good.
I think we're talking about a guy who runs the
Makes the
football.
score
In this
Jets
case, it's
63.
the guy out wide catching
Panthers
it, and he's done
24.
exactly that. Truly leading his team right
Michael
now towards
Dixon
victory.
set to
3
kick off.
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11. From the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete to Nick
Solid
Chubb.
way to start the drive. 13 yards,
13
picking up the
yards.
first.
First down, New York.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown,
A
New
big
York.
play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
Graham Gano on
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key
His
guys
kick
in this
is
one.
good.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick
Jets
here as this one
72.
continues to go.
Panthers 24. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what?
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Neville Gallimore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. A screen to Bell. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mike, 380. Watch the run. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. 80 Hunt. It's me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 55.
Now Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to... These guys right around 20 or under that, if they were going to have a chance, it was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
New York.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown,
A
New York.
big play there. 64 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
On for the
They
extra
just
point.
continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big
The
cushion.
kick is
I can't
good.
remember the last time we saw them play
Makes
this
the score
loose and have
Jets
this much
79.
fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this
24.
game, carry it with them from week to
Dixon
week,
set to
and be
kick
able
off.
to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Stay there. Mike, round 80. Exit. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's a mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Philip Rivers sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
Now third down.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Panthers on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him, unable to get it further downfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not. Seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to.
It's a foot race. The 20. 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now out come the Jets. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
The pass.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13
Not totally
yards.
home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
84. Who's got 84? Check 84.
Come on, boy. 79 Bronco.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask that there's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
If he's their best threat on offense, he's your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there. It'll make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Again, it's Rivers. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
A loss of 9 on
That'll
the play.
leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Le'Veon Bell.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
55's Mike, guys. 55.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
A 9 on the play.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Here's Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Philip Rivers sacked. A loss of 10 yards. Brings
and
up
how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Today's final score, it's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,